we see Robin Lopez at all in this series. Robin Lopez, they feel like can really give him some good minutes, but they're not going to rush him back. He's had a bulging disc. He's been out since March 26th, and they are not going to rush him back on the floor.
He's inactive tonight. Front, rejected by Jefferson, picked up by Tim Duncan with his second rebound. Parker into Nash. In the lane, the guards of the Spurs.
He is so good on those floating shots.
07 Finals MVP Tony Parker. Nash looking to go inside. Hill is jousting with Richardson.
It's a tough matchup. There's no way in the world that George Hill's going to be able to guard Jason Richardson that low post. Remember when Jason Richardson was at Michigan State? He was a very good low post player. And then when he got into the NBA, he started floating more out and shooting a lot of three-point shots. But he is strong in that post, and he's taken advantage of his size in this first half.
So here's Jason Richardson at the free throw line. Hill has his third. He'll leave. Roger Mason Jr. will check in the contest. And here is Richardson Doug, who is really a barometer. We mentioned this before, but he's really a barometer for this Phoenix team. When he scores 20 or more, watch out, a lot of success for Phoenix.
Well, 29-4 on the year. How about this? They've won 10 straight games with him doing that. Kevin, he was averaging about 14.5 before the All-Star break. After the All-Star break, 17-8. And in the first round against the Portland Trailblazers, almost 24 points a game. He shot 53% from the field, 51% from three. And he had 3 brilliant games. That 42-point game he had in Portland in Game 3 to give them the home court advantage back after they had lost Game 1.
Turnover right there with Tony Parker wheeling down the lane. Turnover number 7 for the San Antonio Spurs. No fouls to give either way with under a minute to play. Here in the first half, you see the turnover story. The points off turnovers, which is basically the same. Richardson and Ginobili. That's a foul on Ginobili, who will pick up for him his second personal foul. I remember another number 20 that used to play like this. He used to play for Philadelphia. Doug Collins.
Yeah, the man who is, you got to love his hustle and his feisty, scrappy play. The Phoenix Suns fans don't like him, but I guarantee you they'd love to see him wear a Suns jersey. He's one of those kinds of players. And Jason Richardson going back to the line here in the Phoenix Suns in the first half. That's only their 10th free throw attempt. The San Antonio Spurs have shot 20, so a big part of the Spurs just hanging around is the fact they've gotten to the line 20 times here. 12 points off turnovers for the Phoenix Suns, 10 for the San Antonio Spurs.
Times, Doug, we see Greg Popovich. You touched on this briefly before. Zero in on a certain thing to shut down for a team, whether it's a player or a certain thing that opposing team may run. How do you think he's going to approach this series against the Suns?
Well, I asked him about that. The history has been to let Amari throw up a big night and try to shut down everybody else. He said, I don't think the way this Suns team is compromised, we can do that.
Parker! Wow, is he fast.
That's too easy, though. Alvin Gentry cannot like that. We've seen now Parker go end to end, Ginobili go end to end, and as well as Phoenix has played in this first half, I think they've been very dominant. They're only up by 10.
Parker's got 7 coming in here in this second quarter. This is Stoudemire right into Duncan. Amari Stoudemire has gone 4 of 8. He's got 9 and 7 rebounds.
I think over the last part of this season, since All-Star break, you can say Amari Stoudemire has played as one of the top 5 players in the NBA. He has been absolutely terrific.
There's a difference of 3 seconds. The game clock and the shot clock. To their feet. There's a screen by Duncan. Dragic is checked in for his defense. It's Jefferson into Dragic with a foul. Duncan is down.
Yeah, it looked like he got his leg rolled up into. He's got that left knee brace. And Dragic rolled up into that leg. Let's hope it's nothing serious as Tim Duncan is gingerly trying to get up here with Richard Jefferson.
Dragic picks up his second. Tim Duncan is wearing a very light brace, which he has worn all season long on that left knee, which has needed some support.
Oh, he
a little
hyperextended that knee.
He sure did.
Wow.
He stays in the game, though, with Jefferson at the line.
Those are scary things like that when you have that happen to you, Kevin, and especially with that knee that he's had a problem with.
It's sort of an ultra-light composite, that left knee brace here as he continues to kind of shake out the cobwebs. And here is Jefferson, who began the Dallas series terrifically. He simmered down a little bit as the series wound down, but the point is he has made his presence felt, as we mentioned before, on this Spurs team. Finally.
Well, you know, Mr. Holt, the owner of the San Antonio Spurs, really went on the limb. He felt like with Duncan and Ginobili Parker, their window is about 2 years. So instead of waiting till this summer to do something, he went out and got Richard Jefferson, signed McDyess to go well into the luxury tax. So the San Antonio Spurs know when you have these 3 star players, you better put guys around them that have a chance to win now. And Mr. Holt has done that.
There's Garrett Temple in the game for San Antonio. Nash, Stoudemire, Berger goes. That closes out the first half. Phoenix leads by 10, Doug. They shot 57%. They're right on course, exactly what they want to do. They hold the San Antonio Spurs to 42% from the field.
Yeah, very good first half by the Phoenix Suns. I thought Steve Nash really gave them a lot of confidence early. Kevin, he came out, had that great first quarter. The Suns put 30 on the board, and so they felt very good about their first quarter, but the Spurs are still lurking as Steve Nash is with our Marty Snyder.
As you mentioned, Coach, 21 points, 5 assists for Steve Nash. Are you concerned, though, Steve, after the terrific half you guys played, you're not up by more?
Well, we'd like to be up by more, but we'll take it. You know, we're playing well. I think the game's in a pretty good rhythm. We could have converted a couple more times and we could have stopped a couple more times, but that's life. We got to just, you know, continue to play at the pace and the confidence level that we need to at both ends of the floor in the second half.
Are you more proud of what you guys did offensively in the first half or defensively?
Well, you know, I'm proud of both, but I think we could have done better at both as well. You know, we could have tightened up a few times, probably put them on the line a little bit more than we would have liked to have, and I thought, you know, at times we didn't make them pay offensively when we really had advantages.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
After a quick break, we'll go to our Atlanta studios for the T-Mobile halftime report. EJ, Kenny, and Charles and the gang all there here in Phoenix. Suns are up by 10 at the end of the first half.